What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Tarun's Thoughts. My name's Tarun Shetty. These are my thoughts. I hope everyone's having a great week. I'm sitting here, it's 9 o'clock in the morning drinking Baileys and coffee. I think it's never too late for alcohol and caffeine in the morning. It gets me going. For what? Who knows? But you know what I've been doing this past pandemic or year? I've been catching up on great TV. Like in the 90s and 2000s, I was like in boarding school, college. So I missed out on some pretty awesome television. So I've been watching Seinfeld. And I love the show Frasier. Sorry, I know I sound dated here. But what an amazing show. It's about the psychiatrist who lives in Seattle. He's got his wacky brother and he lives with his dad. So I watched all 11 seasons. And if you haven't seen it, sorry, spoiler alert. I know this show ended like 15 years ago. But he ends up moving from Seattle to San Francisco. He gets like a new job on TV and he's like a personality, I don't know. But he ends up leaving and he leaves all the comforts of his home behind. And it really reminded me of like, there are seminal moments in our lives where you have to jump, right? You have that option to jump, stay where you are, see what happens. And I think Frasier is a great example. And I thought about my own life and I was like, man, I remember being in New Hampshire thinking, dude, I don't want to be here the rest of my life. Like I love New Hampshire, but you know, Dave Attell has a great joke. He goes, man, if I want to see my high school friends, I'll get a pizza delivered, right? I say that in jest because I just didn't want to stay in New Hampshire my whole life. You know, I want to do other things. So I went to Boston, you know, for a year. I went to school there for a year and then I jumped to New York. I was like, man, I gotta go to a bigger city. And New York was great, but then I wanted to kill myself eventually. So I ended up going to Los Angeles and that was a huge move, right? Because I didn't know anybody. I knew like one guy, this comedian named Adam Hunter, and I was like, man, what's gonna happen here? And honestly, like it didn't work out exactly how I wanted to, but it introduced me to a whole new world of like Bollywood, shooting videos, making a film, making a whole new set of friends. Most of them I lost, but anyway, I did make friends, I promise you that. But my point is, there are times in our lives where you have these choices, right? Maybe it's getting married. Maybe it's moving with your girlfriend. Maybe it's taking a job. I remember working at CarMax and one of my good friends there, he became a manager and they offered him a job in Austin, Texas. So he moved from LA to Texas and I was like, that's incredible. Like just starting a whole new life. And I was like, I wonder what's going to happen with my life. And here I am, you know, with my parents right now. And I think, well, what's going to happen in the future? Like maybe I'll get married. Probably not. Maybe I'll get a dog. That counts, right? There's so many other things that could happen, and you really only know if you jump into it. I'll leave you with this. There was this coffee shop in my house in Hollywood called Diala Cafe. Like I went there every day for like 13, 14 years. It was like my second home, right? And then all of a sudden I walked in and I was like, hey man, I'm going to help my parents for a minute, so I'm going to leave. And that's it. I now have to make my own cappuccino. Can you imagine the horror of me actually cooking and making stuff? But I did it. So, hey, take those risks, take those chances, see where it leads you. The worst you can do is fail miserably, right? Have a great week. Don't forget to subscribe. Take care. See you. Bye.